Futuristic chamber hums softly with anticipation as a young man with dark hair studies a control panel intently. Tense atmosphere surrounds a military officer as she studies a figure in a glass chamber, concerned about the rapid absorption of otherworldly marrow. A nervous figure in a yellow hood warns everyone about a troubling situation, stressing the need for caution amid growing tension. A determined young man with dark hair reveals that the reserve of otherworldly marrow has long been emptied, stressing the urgency of their remaining resources. The commanding officer urgently orders his subordinate to retrieve more chambers from storage, impatient with the insufficient supply. A thoughtful young man with dark hair considered the surprises the lad might bring. The military officer contemplated surprising abilities, feeling both curiosity and intrigue. Lay submerged in water, unconscious and vulnerable, while two other characters watched him with concern. Appeared in a futuristic vehicle, his determination palpable as he braced for the activation of the energy portal. Glowed brightly beneath the water, his determination radiating like a beacon and signaling a profound change within him. Radiant cosmic backdrop enveloped as he executed martial arts movements with unwavering focus and determination. Beam of light intensified as he remained submerged in the glowing tank, his focus unwavering amidst the rising tension around him. Figure in a yellow suit focused intently, pouring a glowing liquid onto the ground with careful precision. Energy pulsed as it emerged from the containment chamber, determination etched on his face as he stepped into the chaotic world. Military command room buzzed with urgency as a yellow-suited operative expressed concern over the rapidly emptying resource tank. The commander insisted they continue adding resources without hesitation. Authoritative figure commanded the workers to keep pouring yellow liquid into a large container, urgency radiating from the scene. Bright aura surrounded a determined young man as he absorbed energy from the otherworldly marrow, feeling empowered and amazed by the surge. He felt immense energy coursing through him as he realized he could finally complete the first stage of his immortal golden body. Amazement filled the room as a young man with dark hair marveled at the alarming properties of the Grade 4 otherworldly marrow. A nervous figure in a yellow suit questioned the group about continuing their mission. A startled man in military uniform sat on the floor, his eyes wide as an unknown figure suddenly appeared before him. A frustrated man in uniform commanded his subordinates to keep pushing until the young man could absorb no more. Radiant golden glow enveloped as he expressed an overwhelming surge of vitality. He felt like countless volcanoes were erupting inside him. His vitality radiated heat as if it were molten lava. Every bone in his body shimmered with a blinding golden hue. A wave of bright energy surged from a determined young man with dark hair as he embraced his newfound power. He channeled internal energy, feeling his martial arts rank elevate. A confident martial artist held glowing energy in his hand, revealing a unique advancement in his abilities. He explained that his process differed from others at the same rank. A brilliant surge of energy surrounded a determined young man with dark hair as he celebrated a significant breakthrough in his combat power. He claimed his overall abilities were about to transform dramatically. A man with glasses expressed disbelief about observing all the Grade 4 otherworldly marrow, questioning if a black hole existed within him. Powerful and determined martial artist unleashed a burst of radiant energy, commanding everyone to disperse. A brilliant aura enveloped as he raised his hand, radiating confidence and determination. He stood in the center, radiating a powerful glow that captivated everyone around him. Dense, tall, glowing energy surrounding him as he proudly announces his growth. His two companions stared in disbelief, grappling with the shocking reality unfolding before them. He expressed his frustration and disbelief about the overwhelming strength of his unseen opponent, feeling utterly inadequate in comparison. He expressed annoyance, feeling frustrated and surprised as another character reacted to his outburst. A wave of admiration washed over a supportive figure as she acknowledged its incredible growth and strength. Looked up, startled by the sudden call of his name, and his attention snapped to the source. A powerful blue attack surged from a determined young man as another character looked on in shock, launched his attack, catching the division commander off guard. A fierce aura enveloped a determined young man as he prepared to unleash a fiery attack. Flames roared around a determined young man as he focused, ready to unleash his power and embrace the intensity of the moment. A confident figure spoke with vibrant energy, suggesting a connection to someone from the past, listened intently, curiosity evident in his demeanor. A fierce young man conjured a swirling flame, preparing to unleash a powerful attack against his opponent. A powerful martial arts duel unfolded, with pushing against the force of the attack. He expressed surprise at the intensity of the challenge and his own advancement. A man in a blue uniform laughed mockingly, ridiculing his rank with a derisive tone. Steer, with a hint of disbelief, spoke about an astonishing combat power index, questioning how it could have just reached rank 4. A confident young man with dark hair shrugged while asserting his rank, dismissing the doubts of those around him. A young man with dark hair gestured aggressively towards, expressing anger about the absurdity of the previous blow being too light. Wreckage surrounded, who stood in disbelief, overwhelmed by the destruction that lay before him. Approached his adversaries, defiance radiating from him, as others discussed the legendary power of division commander's punches. A young man with dark hair reacted with surprise, pointing in disbelief at the notion of a morning star being so incredibly strong. A young man with dark hair expressed shock at the kid's unexpected strength, realizing he had not even taken the national exams yet. A confident character declared that it was the top scorer, filling the air with triumph and excitement. A determined young man with dark hair ascended a staircase, surrounded by flames, contemplating the vast gap in combat power between him and his opponent. A determined young man with dark hair sat against a wall, deep in thought about the immense gap in strength he perceived. He questioned if the amount of otherworldly marrow he absorbed truly illustrated a vast difference in abilities. He expressed surprise about absorbing an astronomical amount of otherworldly marrow, while division commander responded with laughter, finding the situation amusing. Experienced and authoritative figure advised to focus on killing more monsters in future battles, emphasizing the value of otherworldly marrow. Stood confidently, addressing an unseen audience about his duty to slay monsters and the importance of contributing more resources. Sly and amused man with a mustache chuckled softly, clearly entertained by the unfolding events. Thoughtful man with dark hair remarked that someone resembled the marshal a little. Jovial man gestured warmly towards, expressing excitement about seeing him become a martial master soon. Woman informed a focused and contemplative that the Morning Star selection had officially ended, urging him to prepare for the national exams. Asked instructor Dong for suggestions about university applications, his curiosity evident in the futuristic environment surrounding them. Confident woman encouraged a curious yet apprehensive to consider attending Marshall University, citing its benefits for his future. Determined woman pointed assertively and advised another to go to the capital. Bright, towering structure loomed ahead, a symbol of ambition and potential. An unknown character pointed towards the 7 holy martial towers, emphasizing their significance in martial arts. Felt inspired by the promise of prosperity and progress these towers represented. Confident woman gestured towards the holy martial towers, explaining that breaking their record could lead to the favor of the martial saints. Revelation echoed in the air, leaving everyone stunned by the mention of the martial saint. Reacted with alarm, surprise coloring his expression. Sense of unease settled over the crowd as frowned, his concern palpable in the charged atmosphere. Figure explained the power of martial saints, emphasizing their unmatched prowess and authority that overshadowed military districts and the state. Stood amidst the flames, radiating a fierce energy that demanded attention and respect. Mysterious figure with a sword stood confidently, surrounded by swirling blue energy and flames, ready to unleash his power. Hooded figure stood dramatically, his intense gaze piercing through the shadows, revealing a presence that demanded both respect and curiosity. Heavy silence enveloped the room as contemplated the limits of power in this world. He revealed that the strongest rank is only rank 9. Confident female character asserted that the decision couldn't be made for her, sensing something deeper within him. Stood confidently, delivering a motivational message about surpassing others and potentially matching the martial saints. Felt surprised and contemplative about how Dong perceived him as a rank 9 martial saint with 3 grade 11 supreme arts. Filled with determination, declared that his future achievements would surpass those of the legendary martial saints. Reflected on the early predictions of his potential, questioning if he was too short-sighted to doubt the young man's abilities. Atmosphere turned somber as a female character explained the military ranks to a concerned young man with dark hair. She revealed that the highest ranking Grand Marshal was only rank 8. There were no rank 9 martial saints in the Dragon Kingdom military. Curious and challenging, questioned why advancing 1 rank seemed impossible despite the military's backing. Atmosphere thickened with tension as observed his rival, a laid-back figure in a military uniform making a dismissive statement. A surge of energy radiated from him as he focused intently on cultivating his power. He absorbed the weight of military resources used for the rank 8. The chasm between rank 8 and rank 9 felt impossibly vast. Eyed deeply, expressing his long-cherished wish for a rank 9 martial saint to himself. Lieutenant Colonel asserted the importance of choosing one's own path, emphasizing personal choice over imposed desires. Wedding scene unfolded in the background, and his eyes widened in shock at the unexpected sight. Looked down, a heavy sigh escaping him as he contemplated the weight of his unfulfilled dreams. Expressed gratitude to Dong for her care, and emphasized his duty to slay monsters as a martial artist. Powerful declaration echoed in the air, as he expressed his unwavering determination to remember everything. Expressed gratitude for the support and care he received from the Eastern Military District, his confidence shining through as he spoke. A cheerful character with white hair smiled warmly, radiating positivity against a colorful, sparkling backdrop. Stood tense, smirking as he faced the surprised character, flanked by another who wore a confident expression. He acted with surprise and excitement to the unexpected revelation, his eyes wide and his voice filled with enthusiasm. A confident woman advised a thoughtful man to assess himself at the Psychic Mentalist Association before the national exams. Smiled confidently as he declared his intent to set off after packing up. A sense of uncertainty hung in the air as the young man with dark hair paused, grappling with the weight of the question posed to him. A playful character with green hair teased about his serious expression, sparking confusion in the determined martial artist. He's the annoyed character, his playful expression contrasting with her clear irritation. A tense atmosphere filled the room as the young woman, by the door, warned to hide. A helicopter soared above lush green trees, marking the start of a new day in province. A concerned figure reached out, questioning a young man with dark hair about his decision to get off at that moment. Led the group into a less crowded area, feeling a wave of relief wash over him. Gestured urgently, instructing someone off panel to wait for the helicopter to descend further before lowering the ladder. Confidently responded to the proposal, asserting that it was unnecessary. Waved goodbye, his gaze directed downward as he bid farewell to Instructor Dong. A worried woman with long white hair leaned out of the door, concern on her face as she scanned the surroundings. A confident young man with dark hair fell from a great height while 2 others voiced fears for his safety. The concerned man wondered if he wanted to die, noting the absence of a parachute. A calm woman reassured them that he was much stronger than they realized. Expressed his disbelief about someone's insanity, amusement dancing in his eyes as he shook his head in disbelief. A flaming figure plummeted from the sky, captivating the attention of 2 astonished onlookers. A young man with dark hair pointed upward, unable to contain his excitement. The kid exclaimed in wonder about the identity of the falling figure. A swirling flame engulfed as he fearlessly fell into its depths. A determined young man with dark hair pointed out the strength of a martial artist, noting their impressive rank and mastery. Propelled himself through the air, confidently boasting about his incredible transformation and newfound strength, surpassing even the most powerful martial artists. Explosive energy erupted as jumped, ready to unleash his power upon the ground below. He declared that the force would shatter everything in its path. A determined young man with dark hair stood on a hill, feeling hopeful as he pointed towards the city. A determined young man with dark hair walked confidently, radiating energy as he felt the powerful transformation within himself. Mentioned his energy would continue to grow for a month. A determined young man with dark hair hurried towards the city, reflecting on his golden internal energy and the upcoming assessment by the Psychic Mental Association. A shocked young man with dark hair expressed disbelief about someone's age, insisting it was impossible and speculating about high-tech means for a safe landing. Filming scene captured the attention of a curious child and an informative young man with dark hair. He explained that what they saw wasn't real. A curious young boy looked up, pondering the possibility that someone might be Superman, while his finger rested thoughtfully on his chin. Busy city street buzzed with life as people walked towards the imposing Psychic Mentalist Association building. A sense of foreboding filled the empty lobby as he approached the reception desk, his determination unwavering. Confidently presented a recommendation letter at the table, ready for the Psychic Mentalist to submit. Excitement filled the air as a young man with dark hair eagerly reached for a glowing recommendation letter from the military. A young man with dark hair stood with quiet pride, while another character admired his accomplishments. The other character expressed amazement at his age and achievements. Dimly lit hallway stretched endlessly, illuminated only by a mysterious glowing orb. Observed the glowing orb, curiosity sparking in his eyes. Another character stood beside, unfazed by the orb's presence. Tense atmosphere enveloped the room, as prepared to launch a glowing orb at his startled opponent. Air crowded with tension as a young man with dark hair stared in surprise at the assessment before him, questioned the validity of the assessment, his confusion evident. Moments later, a determined young man with dark hair focused intently on the glowing orb, warning others not to touch it. Tense energy filled the air as a determined young man with dark hair launched a glowing pink sphere toward the cracked ice structure. A worried man with dark hair expressed frustration to himself about failing yet again. A calm woman nearby took notes, remaining focused on his struggle. A confident woman in a blue outfit dismissed a defeated man, insisting it would be hard for him to have a breakthrough. A supportive figure encouraged a young woman with green hair, reminding her that this was her third attempt. A confident woman addressed an unseen challenger, asserting her rank and dismissing any doubts about her past failures. A confident woman with hair asserted her difference from an older man, emphasizing their age gap and her unique position. Surprise flickered across her face as she noticed a mysterious kid off to the side. A friendly figure in headphones encouraged, mentioning a recommendation from Lieutenant Colonel Dong in the Eastern Military District. A curious woman adjusted her clothing, contemplating the young man's unusual abilities.